Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dad Games Badly. We are back here today with NHL 21 and our European Explorers Draft to Glory franchise. It's 2031 and things are finally starting to look up. I'll show you what I mean exactly. If you haven't seen the last episode, I might recommend checking it out. Mostly the draft portion, if you're going to watch anything. But looking at contracts, we didn't... Well, I don't believe we signed anybody on the main roster. I'm just double checking. Inglis, no. So we didn't end up signing anybody, and unfortunately the unsigned prospects, Inglis is all right, Olesh is all right, Pekka, Boyle, Rucinski are all right as well. We didn't get any defensemen, I don't believe, in that draft. We did not. The big thing that we did get is Mr. Hans Kreutzer out of Germany. He's not having a great year this year, unfortunately, but he is 18 and a 63 overall medium elite. He's our highest overall medium elite that we drafted. Nathaniel Ryder has gone up as well since his last season. So those are great things to see. Finally, we're getting some goaltending. The other big thing is honestly our overalls. Getting ready for the first game against us of the season. We're a 90 overall offense, 88 defense, and a 73 goaltending. Now our goaltending is low because we have a 67 backup, but I feel that it is a good shot for him to be the backup for us. Did not mean to hit that. So it will be an interesting season to say the least. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. We're not going to worry about looking at draft picks at this time. We're not going to worry about any of that stuff. We'll worry about that at the end of the season. So I will see you in January. We'll get a quick update on the team. But I guess before that, I will show you the lines. Obviously, Fisher, Cephalito, Whitaker, nothing's really changed there. Poxpoo, Feichel, and Reed Couturier is getting a shot, the 21-year-old. All around, fairly decent. That slap shot power or accuracy and fairly decent power. 99 deking is insane. 99 aggressiveness, though. So hopefully he's not in the box quite a bit. Then you've got Feichel, Paxfu, McElroy, who is also a younger guy, 24 though, so this is his shot. He's got to make it. Everybody else is here. Dopita is here. Actually, no, we let Dopita go this offseason. So, and then on the back end, Pajuan and Bodie make the jump up. Well, some of the other guys are gone. And then, of course, in net, Cade Corey, the 80 overall medium starter. He's 25, so this is his last year. He's got to have a really great season. Only thing I'm really concerned about is maybe the puck control category. It's not as great. Rebound control, recovery could be a bit better. Glove low isn't that great. Neither is glove high. His glove side sucks. Odd Cade Corey. That's going to be fun. And then, of course, Matt Vachek, the 20-year-old elite who's got a decent glove at 20 years old. So we'll see what happens moving forward. I will see you all in January to kind of go over and see where we're at. All right, Explorers fans, we are back. It is January 1st, 2032. I do want to go over kind of things with everybody and show you where we are at. We are at an 8-2 win on opening night against Buffalo. We followed up with 4 straight wins. A loss, overtime loss, 2 more wins. We are 6-1-1. 6-2-1 to end the first month. Fantastic. Then we go on to lose the next 3 games. Win 2, lose 3, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. At this point, I'm just like, oh my goodness. Then we start off with a loss in December. We get 2 wins in a row, 2 losses, 3. And all of a sudden we start picking up wins, 4 wins in a row, an overtime loss, and then we get 3 wins, send it out. We're 20, 14, and 3 with 43 points, 2 points out of first place. which is pretty decent for this team. We are going to take a look at everybody that's going on here. Basically, everyone's doing very well. Ottawa's got a lot of overtime losses. That's all I can say. Let's take a look here. Leo Fischer doing the work. 45 points in 37 games. No issues here for the German. Just all around God. All right. Jose Cephalito. What do we got? 37 points in 37 games. Good enough for me. 25 in 37 to Stan is not great. I would like to see that picked up. The fact that you're only playing 20 minutes a night, though, is kind of worrying, but honestly, Couturier with 18 points for the 21-year-old, and that's pretty decent in just about 16 minutes. 23 points for Feichel, and 15 for Poxpoo. Poxpoo could be better. We all know that. Sandlak's not having the best season for himself. That is understandable. Ernesto Hall with 18, McElroy with 15. They're on their way. Appleby doing fine on the fourth line. Vasicek. Okay, my fourth line I have no concerns with. My third line I might make one change. Left, left, left. Huh. Quite a few righties. All right. I feel like Couturier is doing all right. Sandlak. Okay, you don't want him there. But I need a righty. Does it have to be Hoodler then? That doesn't work. Vasi. That doesn't work. Centers. Left wingers. I know where he is. Hold on a second. Just bear with me. What's his name that I signed down here? In the system. Jaden Longy, are you a righty? You are not, but I will call you up anyway. He was unsigned in November, so I ended up signing him before the deadline. Go back in here and see if I can make something work. I mean, Sandlak's not having the greatest season. I mean, I would like... I don't want to ruin this bottom line. I feel like they're doing so well. And it's just getting somebody up in that spot. Can I move you down and then possibly... Who's doing really well? Can I get you up there? Okay. Okay, let's make that change. Alright. We'll see what Couturier can do up there. He's doing pretty well for himself in limited minutes. He's got some decent skill. His skating, he's fairly well rounded. And 10 penalty minutes in 37 games. I'm not worried about that aggressiveness at all. We'll take a look here defensively. Schmidt and Lettier, good. Those two. Ference and Farrell, eh? Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, well, it doesn't really seem... And then I can't do that either. Oh, what do we got? Defensive, defensive. I mean, we only have one offensive defender in your lineup. You gotta do what you gotta do. So that's that. And last but not least, goaltending. Not great, not terrible. Hopefully we can see some pickup here now with some of those changes that we made. And yeah, hope for the best. So let's go ahead and we'll sim up to the trade deadline. I will see you there. And then we could discuss anything that happens afterwards. We want to go the day after and catch up on any of the major trades. All right, team, we are back. Nashville trading Itacalio and a 5th for 2 firsts and C. Rogers, who is also center. Other than that, that looks to be the biggest thing. The biggest, I guess, story of the day is this team. Well, that's where we're starting because we're already in the calendar, so we might as well. So obviously, we ended off strong. Started off with the loss against Calgary, then started off with 3 straight wins. 9-0 against the Hurricanes on the 4th. Another loss, and then followed up by 3 wins. 2 losses, 4 losses to end off the month against the Caps. And then followed up with 4 big wins. Another 3 losses, 4 wins in a row. 3 losses, and here we are, 34, 26, and 3. Believe sitting in 2nd in our division. Nope, 4th currently, 71 points. Basically 9 points behind 1st, 3 points behind. 2 points behind 3rd, and chasing a spot by 5 points. Hurricanes currently have that, but we did have that big win against them, so hopefully if it comes down to a tiebreaker, we can get it. Taking a look at the lines. In the wrong spot, of course. Dad needs to pay attention. All right, Fisher looking good, 75 points, 58 from Cephalito, 35 from Couturier. It's definitely gone up. He had 8 goals in those 2 months. Trying to think of what he had. He had 12 and 6, I believe, 18 points. And he's got 35 now. 2 more minutes of ice time. I don't know. It's not looking terrible. It's not looking fantastic, but what can you do? Sandlak kind of seems to have found his groove here on the 2nd line. Feigl just doing fine. Whitaker is fitting in fine on this 2nd line. Appleby is doing fine on the 3rd. Hull is as well. McElroy is fine. No worries about those guys. Poxpoo, I mean, he's never going to be a big points guy, I don't think. I just don't think so. And at 25, his time is coming up. Vasicek is doing fine down here, as is Roman Hoodler as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him out and put Longy in here and see if what I can do with him. Yeah, we'll just leave him there and kind of see how he fits in on the 4th line. As for defense, no complaints. Honestly, a -4 and a -6 isn't terrible. Penalty minutes for Farrell actually isn't. You know what? I'm not really concerned about any of those numbers. I mean, Schmidt as a 1st overall defender, getting 48 penalty minutes isn't fantastic, but it's not like it's not 2 minutes a game. It's not like he's getting them every game. And that's the big thing. Goaltending, I think, is going to see a little bit of a boost here. Let's go take Cade Corey, 894, definitely gone up. Matvechek has gone up as well. 11 games played, though. So can't really do much there. Let's take a quick peek at these 2. Ooh, those are really good numbers out of Mapletoft, so I like to see that. Anybody here? Frisch, probably going to be making the NHL next year. I wanted to give him a little bit of seasoning. Giuliano Del Cole. Nobody else here really standing out. Fitz at 25 is kind of reaching the end of his rope, unfortunately. Might give him a shot next year, but who knows. Nobody else is there. So, yeah, doesn't look like anything special there. No real changes needed to be made. Aces are kind of are in the same position we are, outside looking in. Let's go ahead and sim this last month and a bit. Month and a bit, yeah, and see what happens. So we're going to win this game against Philly. No, it's a 5-1 loss. Yeah, we're not really good at winning the first game of the month, it seems. Can we win against the Leafs 3-1? We sure can. Lose to the Rangers, and the Bruins fire their head coach Francois Leclerc. That's a shame for them. 5-4 win against the Preds. Beat Ottawa 3-2 in overtime, and head on to Calgary comes to meet us, and we win the back-to-back. That is good to see, 5-2 and 6-4. Then we lose against the Chicago Blackhawks. DMAC will be happy about that. 1-0 win against the Penguins. 3-2 win against the Knights. 4-2 against the Canucks. 4-3 loss against the Cats. And then another back-to-back win, 6-3 against the Avalanche. 5-1 against the Ducks. Then we lose a back-to-back against the Islanders and the Sharks. Lose against the Caps. 2 games left of the season. We win and we lose, and we do not make the playoffs. 45, 33, and 4 for 94 points, and we miss out by 5. We were the next person. Well, we miss out by 2, in all honesty. We just had to have won. Well, probably. Where's the last game against Ottawa we played? Well, we beat Ottawa last. Did we beat Ottawa all the time? We're in our division, so there's another win. You know, these things happen. It was a tight race. There's an overtime loss there. Yeah, so that's a shame, really. It really is. So the regular season has ended, and the Explorers did not make the playoffs. And the regular season has ended over here, and the Aces do. So we will be following them here shortly, but we'll do a quick walkthrough of the overall stats, because I've been wanting to do that, but I always forget. So we'll take a look here at the overalls. I think we're going to be basically screwed. Islanders win the President's Trophy with 116 points. Yeah, Explorers at 13 miss out on a spot, as do the Blue Jackets and the Rangers and the Sabres, while Winnipeg, Edmonton, Nashville, and Anaheim all make it in the West. Bruins with the worst record in the league. Let's do a quick look here. I want to look at goals for per game. I don't see us up there, and I don't see us in there, so I'm going to assume middle of the pack. Goals against. Looks like middle of the pack again. I would like to see where we kind of stand. I just want to see the numbers for my own sanity. 3.38, 3.28. Yeah, that's the higher end, I would say, of the middle. Yeah. And same with goals against. Yeah, pretty much the same. Power play percentage. Again, probably the middle. Yeah. And the PK as well. Again, right in the middle. So we're basically there. It's just goaltending. Our issue is goaltending. And like one defensive pair and a couple like little tweaks on forward. And then honestly, I think we're a contender. Let's go ahead and look at overall stats for the teams. 91 for Fisher, 75 for Cephalito. Whitaker with 61, as does Feichel. Sandlack with 51, Couturier with 50. He really did seem to pick it up after he moved up a line. Hoodler, 47. Leddy, Longy had 7 points in 19 games. You know, not great. Jalen, unfortunately. You've got some pretty decent stats. You could be better. You get kind of bodied, I guess. 6-1. Bodie with 7 points, but as a defensive defenseman with garbage shooting and offensive awareness, I don't care. You're +8. You have 31 penalty minutes. You didn't play 21 games, though. You played 82. Oh, because we're in the playoffs. Ha 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 ha. All right, yeah. No. You're good. And then goaltending, I guess, is the other concern. 905 for Matt Tkachuk, so he really picked it up there in the end. Cade Corey didn't do too bad for himself. His glove is still pretty bad. His stick isn't that much better, in all honesty. But for a 7th round pick, he's fairly decent, and he's probably not going to level up too much. So fairly decent. Now let's just take a quick look at the overall league. Who led in points? Anthony Langdon again with 113. Jack Eichel right behind him. Kucherov, Kalio, Gunnarsson, Dagenet, Barzal, Venkatishin, and Yalonen all getting pretty decent. So 91 points gets us up near the top, but not the best. Unfortunately, goal-wise, it might be Venkatashinin with 59. It sure is. Assist leader, Ida Kalio with 81. Holy crap, my dude. That is huge. Definitely, if you're looking to get somebody in this game early, this is a gentleman you're going to want to look at getting. He's an exact 6 here, but I've seen him get up to like high elite or medium elite. And he grows very well, and he puts up the points. So don't sleep on him if you get the chance early. I do want to see who had the most hits. Max Jones, Marcus Nyquist as well. And fight leader is going to be Vigilante, of course, the Peyton Vigilante, roaming the ice, taking hits. 22 fights in the season. What a badass. All right. So that leads us to some pretty interesting options going on here. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to advance day by day here and hope for the best. Go Aces. 3-1 loss to start it off isn't fantastic. Game 2 is a big win, 4-1. Heading back to Burnaby for this one. Lose to the Marlies 3-2. 7-1 win going to Game 5. Winner take all. Let's go. And we lost. The team did not make it to the finals like they did last year, unfortunately. Honestly, not much you could do. Bazina with 9 points. Can't really be too upset with the goaltending that they had. So I'm going to sim ahead up until the end of the Stanley Cup. We'll talk about that and go into the lottery draft and then the draft together. The playoffs are complete. Stanley Cup champions are the Edmonton Oilers. Calder Cup champions, Grand Rapids Griffins. Is McDavid still on that team? That's what we need to find out. Player stats. Edmonton. Connor McDavid, 20 points, 91 overall, exact elite at 35 years old, wins his first Stanley Cup playing with... I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Should I take a picture of this team and tell him in 2032 this is what his team needs to look like for him to win a Stanley Cup? Oh my goodness. Who is a net? Who is a net? Come on. Zane Hilbert, 84, 28, former 5th round pick for the Wild. And you've got Pakaslati in here as well. Some interesting names, I tell you what. Awards-wise, let's go ahead and jump in here. Oilers obviously winning. Islanders, we know, winning the President's Trophy. And the Oilers took it from the Philadelphia Flyers. And then we'll jump down to individual awards. Langdon's here, winning the Art Ross 2 years in a row. Eichel winning the Hart. James Norris going to Daniel Chayka. Kucherov winning the Lady Byng. Avery winning the Calder in, I guess that's Anaheim. Conn Smythe going to Hilbert in Edmonton, the goalie winning it. Islanders goalie Thatcher Demko winning the Vezina, and the Jennings 2 years in a row. Masterson going to Nordstrom in Dallas. Anaheim's coach winning the Jack Adams this year, and St. Denis winning the Selke. Eichel winning the Lindsay, and Morse Can't talk this evening. Maurice Richard trophy going to Venkatashin. Venkatashin? Anyway, he won it. Congratulations. Continue zooming on to the draft here. Draft lottery results. Boston keeps their first overall pick. Arizona jumping 5-2. Colorado jumping at 9-3. Calgary going 2-4. Dallas 3-5. Minnesota 4-6. And so on and so forth. And we're going to pick 16th. Middle of the draft. Skip ahead. Look at retired players. This time I won't back out of it. We'll actually look at the retired players. Goodness me. Forward-wise, you're looking at people like Braden Point. Over a point per game player. Brendan Gallagher. Over 1,000 points. Pretty good. Sean Monahan and JT Miller didn't quite make it. Neither did Alec Galchenyuk. But honestly, Alec Galchenyuk was kind of written off. And if he could put up 900 points by the end of his career, that's going to be pretty decent for the young man. Defensively, we're going to take a look here. Morgan Rielly finally stepping down after leading or playing the last few seasons in Minnesota or in Winnipeg. Seth Jones retiring after winning a Stanley Cup in Edmonton. Ristolainen is retiring as well. Ekblad, Pulak, Provorov, Hanifin. Only Morgan Rielly with 1,000 points. How about that? Goaltenders, UC Saros, Peter Mrazek, Jack Campbell, Linus Allmark, Yari, and then a couple nobodies. As for our team, I don't think we're really losing anybody yet. Yeah, I didn't think so. Honestly, because nobody is of that age. You can lose some AHL rated players early, but it's very unlikely. The following players are now a coach: Seth Jones, Brendan Gallagher, both retire to become coaches. It does not look like we're losing any coaches to retirement this year, which is great. I dislike having to deal with that portion of it. Don't worry about the draft interviews. We're going to just jump into it. Here we go. Let's go. And we are 16, so we are... Let's take a quick look at the draft class. Who is available in the first round for us? Our first available player, I believe, was in the 20s. You're looking at Jakob Bartosh. 3 years out. Claude Giroux comparison, lacks some size. Definitely a playmaker, it seems. 4 points, though, in 48 games in an A+ league kind of scares me. He's not going to be very good right away. He's going to be like a low 60. After that, you're going to get somebody like Thomas Gotch, who doesn't have foot speed, even though he's 2 years out and has got Marchessault comparison. I don't really want another defensive defenseman, though he wouldn't be terrible. The Shea Weber comparison. How big are you? 6'1", 205. Okay, do I have any potential luck here? One low elite in Vosner for a goalie. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just take a look here. I guess it would be you, and you. Ooh. When are you going? When are you going? 95. So if I'm 16, then I'll be 48. So I'm definitely not going to get Gotch. He's a righty. He shoots right. 2 years out. It's just that speed worries me compared to this guy. But he's not going to be as good. And this guy's a gem. They're both going to be wicked playmakers. And I kind of need more playmakers. This guy's a sniper who's a lefty later. Yeah, there's not really much here outside of those gentlemen. So I'm going to have to make a choice. Let's go ahead and sim to our pick, 16. We'll take a look back because Charpentier, pretty dang good. 81, 80, 78, 79. And then we start dropping off. Ramsey, St. Louis kind of snuck that one out by everybody. A couple medium 4s in there, you know, where they should be. All right, so my options are slim. There is basically 2 people I'm looking at. Let's do it this way, because then they'll show up side by side pretty much. So Jakob Bartosh is 5'9", 172 pounds. His skating is decent, but he lacks size, so he's going to be pushed around a lot. He's going to be a really good playmaker, but he does only have 4 points, playing 10 minutes a night at 18 years old. And then you've got the 18-year-old in Thomas Gotch, who has been playing a little bit more time. He has more points in the same amount of games. Yeah, pretty much, with more time. A little more penalty minutes, I think. Yeah. I need a right winger. I need a playmaker. I need a right shot. Am I willing to give up the defense or the skating? I think I am. I think I am. He's a 70 overall at 18 years old. That's fairly decent. Okay. We'll send him to our next pick. We'll go back. There's no way that guy dropped that far. No, people don't really drop that far. They'll drop 1 or 2. What was his name? He was a 65. Just want to take a look here. 76. Fairly well-rounded. 80 overall. And then our guy... his skating is low. His playmaking is better. His defensive awareness is decent. His offensive awareness is decent. Yeah, I'm willing to take that hit in skating. It's not that big. It is a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. Oh, goodness. All right, now it leaves us with who? Yeah, it was... Yeah. So there's Nedved, Hart, and Shing. Yeah, it's definitely going to be Barry Shing at this point. The 19-year-old. Nedved is 18. Shing is a righty as well. He's more of a sniper. Doesn't have a ton of points, but fairly decent. Yeah, that's who we're going with. Was it the right pick? 66 overall, low 6th. This is not a great draft for us, I don't believe. The last one was bearable. This one is not so much. Who was that other guy we were looking at? Nice. Edmonton just picked up an elite goalie. Bentley, Estrada, Comiskey. Wait, what pick are we? Are these guys still available? Oh my goodness. So I can take them all? Alright. Well, Hart is definitely the next option over Nedved. I think we're pretty good on defensemen at this point. So we will take Quentin Hart, a 57 overall, medium 9. So to our next pick at 112. Don't really care about anything at this point because they're all going to be garbage. So we'll try and take the best player available. Alright, well. Best players available. Oh, I really just hate seeing D-skating on people. Cool. Hans Cool might be somebody we go for. Yeah, he definitely... How old are you? 18 or you're 17 years old. Definitely somebody we're going to go after late. Out of these guys here, skating, face-offs is a weakness, skating. Okay, well, I want to take one of these two. 6'1", 190, 6 foot, 190, 6'1". Play a different game. I mean, I definitely think it's going to be Graham. Lance Graham, come on down. 59 overall. Sim to our next pick at 144. I'm like just sitting here like, oh, I don't want to make any of these picks. Is this 5? It is 5. Okay. All right. Well, I know what I'm going to do then. So for picks 5, we are going to take this other forward in, what was his name? McFarlane, the other Swede. 57, medium 9. Like, I don't expect any of these guys to make it. Here, we are going to definitely take this medium elite. Our low elite goaltender in Vasaner, also a Swede. Lots of Swedes this year. A 48 overall at 18, 19 years old. Never going to make it. Just going to decline. I should just declined. I don't have to do any of this, but yeah. Good enough. We'll make our last pick of the draft. I wouldn't normally pick somebody like this, but out of everybody that's there, Han's cool. You have some issues in skating, but, you know, Han's cool. 54 overall. Fantastic. Let's get out of here. Boom. Garbage draft. Garbage. Maybe one player will make it. Thanks, 2032. All right. Well, let's sim to the re-sign phase. Got a couple scouts that we need to deal with. No coaches we need to deal with, which is nice. 7 skaters about to become RFA, so we'll take a look here. What needs to be done, what needs to be dealt with. So, center-wise, Hall, Vasi, Giuliano, Eager, Boularis. Do you have anything here that makes me think that you're going to be somewhat decent at 19 years old and a low 9? Probably not. I'm going to release you, sir. So there's 8 there, technically. Left wingers. 2, 3. Anybody need deals? Anybody getting their entry levels? No, it doesn't look like it. Dal Cole is somebody that we need to look into. All right, so Gaetan Joban is the first one we're going to release. He's just not going to make it anymore. He's 30 years old. He can go. We're going to be a little low here, it seems. But that is okay. We will figure it out as it comes. Morrow is here. Definitely somebody who's going to be getting a deal this year. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay. So Pandolfo at 22. I mean, you're that odd acceleration speed combination. Your physical is garbage. Your passing is fantastic. But your defense, your offense is absolute trash. Grayson Pandolfo, sorry, it's not going to work out. Let's see, Max Bush. Max Bush. I know we have Mateo Bush here, don't we? We just draft this guy? Low 7th? Yep. Never gonna make it. Release. Then you've got Davison here, who is a 67 overall. He'll get his entry level this year. We'll give him a shot. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alrighty. So Fitzy's 26 now, and he is officially a medium 7th. We're going to let him go. We're going to Ernie. Absolute trash. Morrow is definitely going to get his entry-level deal this year. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's got some interesting stats, especially in defensive category, and he's fairly alright. He's fairly rounded anyway. Letty can get a deal. Alsner can get a deal. Bodie can get a deal. Like, these guys did great. Oh my god, you want $7 million, dude? These guys want $13 million themselves. Oh my goodness. Huzzah! Alright, so Feichel, no thank you. Ryder is going to get a contract this year. And it looks like either one of these two will be sitting. We'll determine that at the end of the season. So, finally starting to get some goaltending, which is fantastic. Matt Tkachuk is a 70 now. Ryder is a 71. Kreutzer is a 64. He did not have the greatest season, though. So hopefully that doesn't hurt. And then when it comes to this... Oh, man. We're, like, screwed cap-wise. Alright, well, let's advance a day. Alright. See how much cap space we have left. $7 million. All skaters that are currently unsigned are UFA. Offer contract. $3 million. $2 million. Alright, well, honestly, Poxboo is not coming back. He isn't fit with the team. Ernesto Hall. We're going to look at points-wise, Ernesto. How have you done? You're about a 30-40 point guy. And you want $3.5 million. Sandlack is a 50-point guy on that second line. Definitely somebody I'd like to see back. How much does he want? Way too much money for 1 year. Vasi. Alright, Giuliano, you're gone. Burgundy, you're gone. Longy. I mean, you're pretty shit last year. 40 points. No, gone. Alright, it's going to be bare bones team this year, I think. The only person I'm really interested in taking back is Sandlack. But even that I don't want to do, so. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of new names this season. I think that's for the best. McElroy is definitely going to get a new deal, though. The 25-year-old, he had a fairly decent season last year. Ashton, second round pick, 23 years old, 75. Basically, I'm going to qualify all of these people, and if I get offers, fantastic. If I don't, then also fantastic. UFA. Alright, so those are all done and dealt with. Advance a day, McElroy. Alright, cool. So that's all of the big names. Cool. Cool. Now what I want to do is I need to go into Scouts. And you're honestly, I think, going to see me send a bunch of contracts. Yeah, pretty much. A lot of those guys should sign their qualifying offers, though, and save us some money. Because it won't be on the books, basically. We just need to make sure that we have enough players that we need. So let's go ahead and sim a couple more days here. 1, 2. Wow, yay. Thank you for signing, everybody. Welcome back to Europe. Corzini. Jared McIntyre, contract renewal. Alright, so all those guys are going to go to free agency. That is absolutely fine. Contract-wise, I'm going to assume everybody is coming back with the $5 million we have. Oh my goodness. We need to sign Cephalito next year. Appleby, Feichel. Oh. Huzzah, everybody. Welcome to being a GM. Alright, center-wise, we have 3 and 5. Alright. Well, Lance Graham, McFarland, welcome to the team. Alright, so that'll be 7 centers. 3 and 5, that's 8. That's fantastic. Right wingers, we have 2 and 4. Gotch is going to get a deal. His entry level this season. And as will Shing. So that's 4 and 6. And I don't necessarily want to bring those guys in. We can bring Inglis in. That's a good deal. And Olashez as well. And then I think on defense we have 3, and everybody else wants to be an NHL defender. Fantastic. Fantastic, fam. All right. I don't think we really need to worry about anything else. All of our scouts signed, none of our coaches left. Nope. It's honestly, we're just going to build the best team we can and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we had to lose a few players and rely on some youth. Apparently, the cap hasn't been growing as much as I thought. It only went up like $1 million over the last season, so. Oh yeah, just sim the next season. And I will let you know if we have to deal with anything. Nope, Spencer Ashton resigns. Billy Joseph signs. Anybody else? Dal Cole. Eager. Yeah, all those RFAs were good, so I'll see you at the beginning of the season. All right, team, we are back. Taking a look at the lineups, some small changes. Fisher, Cephalito, Couturier running that first line. Whitaker down to the second with Feichel and McElroy. Frisch, Hudler, and Schoenmakers making his NHL debut. Pretty decent all-around player. Excited to what he can do. Then it moves us down to people like Appleby, who we know of. Amari Eager, who's pretty dang good in the playmaking ability. And then Spencer Ashton as well. Pretty excited about that. There was somebody I wanted to show you. Come on, where was it? Must be on defense. Yeah, it was. So, Marco Schmidt, obviously. Jace Leddy is back. Jim Farrell and his partner Matthias Lukes. Now, Lukes is not the highest rated player who could fit here. However, the 22-year-old has some interesting stats. First, I want you to take a look at his puck skills. 87 deking, hand-eye, and passing. 99 puck control. Move over to senses. You have a 91 discipline. 82 offensive awareness is kind of low considering the abilities this gentleman has in the offensive areas. We move to shooting. A 94 accuracy for slap shot. 99 power. 86 accuracy. 87 power for the wrist shot. Defense is decent, 84 defensive awareness, 80 shot blocking and stick checking. Skating, 80 overall, 98 agility, balance is low, endurance is high. 95 aggressiveness, fighting skills 85, strength and everything not so high. But he is definitely a player we want on this team. Bodie and Pajuan are back, of course. And then in net, Cade Corey, an 81 overall. Nathaniel Ryder, a 73 at this point, which is fantastic. Then we move on to the AHL team, where you've got Dalcol, Bush, Gotch, Joseph, Graham, Olafshev. So nobody here is really big. These two aren't ours. Don't worry about them. Defensively, here's the guy we're looking at, Rocky Morrow. Getting it started with Ferentz, Vernarski, Senya, Ernie, Alzner are here. And really the big thing is Mafachuk is a 72, Rogers is a 72 at this point. Rogers was sharing with Mapletop last season, and he is a 70 overall, so he obviously had the better season. Matvacek, hopefully in the backup role, the two of them can get something done. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. So let's go ahead and get into the season. Let's just go ahead and sim to the regular season, everybody. I don't want to trade with you. Please leave me alone. I literally did this 3 months ago. It's not changing. It's not changing. All right. Sim. Yep. Keep simming. Keep simming. Just keep simming, just keep simming while I check my phone and choke on ice. Don't worry, our salary cap was tight. Don't need to worry about scouts, that's already done. Then we'll take a look here at the preseason. How things went. We started off with a win against Boston, or loss against Florida, win against Boston, win against the Leafs, loss, win, loss, win. Yeah, so fairly even, not so great, not so hot, but that is okay. The other thing we want to look at, of course, is our overalls. Obviously going to see a sharp decline, at least in the offensive category. A 89, 89, 76. You know, honestly, it's not that big of a drop as I thought it would be. You know what? We might be able to make this work. 93, 75, 81. It's not... You know, they're better than us in some categories. We are better than them in defense, so that's about all it's going to be. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at the draft class, see if we have any surprises. It really doesn't matter for us. You fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Rainer Salzer. 5'11", 179 pounds, medium franchise, Wayne Gretzky comparison, NHL ready, nothing to report. A+, basically across the board. Shooting, puck skills, skating, senses A, defense A, physical A-. Are you freaking kidding me? And then we're going to get stuck with... Oh, we're really going to get screwed. So seriously, our first pick is going to be 60. Oh, 58. Medium 7th defender. Hello. Beautiful. Ice. Ooh, we're going to get somebody this year. Potential medium 6. Late round, 5 years out, no strength. Absolute gem of a man, Bedrick Musel. Honestly, I'm just going to leave it here. I'm so defeated after seeing that. As much as I want to tank, I don't think it's right. And we're not trading, so I can't get rid of players to help. Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think. What should we do with this ass of a mistake that we have? Hopefully we can get it figured out. Thanks again for checking those out with me. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.